Hello and welcome to Lauriceskitchen. Kitchen. I'm in the mood for some barbecue. I'm making pulled barbecue chicken sliders with coleslaw using a recipe from Gilbert. He's a friend of mine who recommended the recipe to me when I was asking around for good coleslaw. Now, because we have to put the coleslaw together a minimum of an hour in advance, we're putting that together first. So we're starting with 3/4 cup of mayonnaise. I also have 1/3 cup of sour cream. This is spicy German mustard, which I have been able to find at Walmart. If you can't find it, you can use English mustard. You can even use Grey Poupon. And you can also use a whole grain mustard in lieu of this. Any of those would work. You just can't use yellow mustard. So for this, we're using about a tablespoon. This is 1/4 cup of sugar, a generous teaspoon of celery salt, and you can use anywhere between 2 tablespoons and 1/4 cup of white vinegar. Now, I like mine a little more tart, so I'm using 1/4 cup. We just whisk this all together. Now, you could use half a head of cabbage, or I'm just using 1 pound of coleslaw mix. Just add this in and mix it together. Then once this is completely mixed, this gets covered and it needs to go in the refrigerator for at least an hour. 2 would be better. This doesn't look like a lot of liquid, but the cabbage will give up a bunch of water once it's allowed to sit. Now that the coleslaw is done, we can work on this chicken. Last night, I coated this whole chicken in my all-purpose barbecue rub. This is starting out on a low grill off direct heat for 30 minutes. The burners on these older spirits actually run sideways. So I'm going to put my chicken in the middle here in the front. The back burner is the only burner that's on. None of this liquid is going to waste. It's going in the pressure cooker with the chicken. Now, if you don't have a pressure cooker, you can cook this in the oven. It's just going to take about an hour and a half rather than 30 minutes in the pressure cooker. I have all the liquid from that chicken plus about 1.5 cups of chicken broth in here. And I'll be adding in a can of water. I mean beer. I also have the rack in here. And Mike is in camera. All right, this is mostly just to give it a little bit of smoke flavor. And it's not that hot, so I'm going to take this off the grill with my hands. And then our chicken is just going in here on the rack. Now that this is naturally depressurized, we're going to take the lid off and get the chicken out of here and then shred it. Oh my goodness. Well, the meat's coming completely off the bones. And I do want to keep all this liquid, but we do need to defat it. So I'm putting this through my fat separator. I'm going to add about a cup and a half of this liquid in here, and then I'm going to add in some barbecue sauce. I'm going to be using some Sticky Fingers Carolina Sweet barbecue sauce, but you could use whatever you want. And we're just going to get this to about the proper consistency to pour all over this chicken. So I'll probably put in about half of this. All right, I'm up to 3 cups, so that's about a cup and a half. And then just whisk this together. And this liquid is still very hot from this pressure cooker. Okay, that's still pretty loose, so let me add in just a little bit more. And that was about 3/4 of a cup more. All right, this looks perfect. Okay, now we're just going to add a good portion of this, but not all of it, to this chicken. Okay, we'll start with that. That looks about like it was a cup and a half. My bowl is graduated so I can see how much I'm using. All right, this looks pretty good. Let's put our sliders together. And this is our coleslaw after about an hour and a half. You can see there's a lot more liquid in here. It's time to give our sliders a taste. Now, I'll include the oven cooking directions in the description box below, as well as the pressure cooking. Let's give these a taste. And of course, they're sliders, so I don't feel guilty making 2. That coleslaw is so good on these. Perfect. Thank you for visiting Laurice's Kitchen. If you enjoyed this video, give the like button a click and don't forget to leave a comment. We're always happy to hear from you. If you haven't already, subscribe to our channel and don't keep us a secret. Share our videos with your friends and family. You can follow us on Facebook for behind the scenes pics and videos, and on Twitter for upcoming videos and the random cat picture.